Shit hard. Still hard to this day.
Shit, still hard to this day.
Still hard to this day.
I think I cut myself out by accident. Okay. That was a classic tape. 2012. That was almost 10 years ago. What's considered a throwback? Over 15 years? Over 10 years? Over 20 years?
Nah, throwback is
At least
considered.
10?
Yeah,
15?
At least 10.
At least 10. Well,
At
this
least
ain't 10
10
years yet. Next year will be 10 years.
Well, it's pretty much there.
He said turn the volume up.
So turn it up.
Something about doing that. Did I dap you up when I walked in?
Nah.
What up, nigga? Social Junkie Podcast, episode 109. If you hit that play button today, we appreciate you being here with us as always, guys. I go by the name of Pernell. So I'd never say my name. I always say P. This is B. So today you're gonna be B. I'm gonna be Pernell.
You gonna be PJ?
No, I don't want to be PJ.
That's your name.
Nobody up here calls me that. The only people that call me
that.
PJ is
call you
my
that.
family in Florida.
I'm gonna call you that.
What was that on your phone? Let me see it. Oh, it looked like a dog. It looked like a dog. I was like, yo, this nigga got Chucky as his fucking phone.
Rare, bro.
What was I supposed to say? Like and subscribe, right?
This nigga act like he smoked.
I didn't do any of that. I don't smoke.
I don't do drugs either.
If you're watching this video on YouTube, make sure you go down and scroll down. If you don't know how to do it, all you gotta do is scroll down just a little tiny bit, and there's a button down there. It says SUBSCRIBE. If you don't know how to read, that means subscribe. You just click that little button for us. Maybe I gotta explain it to these niggas like that so they'll actually do it. There y'all go.
Y'all do need to subscribe though.
Hit that subscribe button.
We
That'll
really
help
would
out.
appreciate it. It's helping us get us out there. So like, hook us up, man.
They're not gonna do it now because of the way I said
Subscribe.
it. This bitch ass nigga.
They probably
read.
they probably gonna go down and unsubscribe.
I'm just playing. If you watch on YouTube, like the video, get in the comments. Somebody actually got in the comments last week. We'll talk about that later. Send your debate Q&A questions to Social Junkie Pod. SOCI. You know what the C is? It's the letter that goes like this. It's the curve. SOCI is the line with the little circle at the top. ALJUN. Let me stop playing. SocialJunkiePod@gmail.com, guys. We'd appreciate it if you send your debate Q&A questions for us for our Q&A segment, guys. Thank you. It's about to start getting cold, nigga. We not gonna want to go to Atlanta when it's cold. You know that, right? To ask questions.
Throw on a peacoat.
I'm not finna throw on no fucking peacoat. Nobody's gonna want to answer questions in 30 degrees.
You'd be surprised. We can go out there and test it out.
What do you think about same-sex marriage? Nigga be fucking freezing.
You can't ask them a long question like that. Gotta be something quick.
What if the question
What cereal do you like to eat?
What if the question somebody sent us is a long question?
Guess what? We going to have to suck it up and do it.
Nigga, nobody want to be in the cold.
Hey man,
There's
you
nobody...
don't want to be
no,
in the
I'm
cold.
saying nobody's gonna be out there in the park in the cold.
Hey man,
Except the fucking people that like to jog.
Okay, we can get one of them joggers. Yeah, it's a great way to stay in shape. We gonna be interviewing one of them people.
I have a sad sports story today, guys. Talk about that later. It's a pretty sad story. I mean, the guy did it to himself, but it's pretty sad nonetheless. The Bills bet.
The Bills what?
The Bills bet. The bet.
Oh damn! I thought you meant somebody died.
No. It's a pretty sad story. We'll get to that in sports. We posted our Dave Chappelle topic last week on TikTok. We gonna talk about that later too.
Oh, you didn't even show me the comments.
Yeah, we gonna read the comments, but we got a lot of responses on TikTok on this Dave Chappelle video that we posted. We'll get into that later.
It was more than you told me.
And then what's trending?
People kept commenting or no?
No. But yeah, we got a good response on TikTok for that. We'll talk about that. We're gonna start in what's trending. Brandon's gonna start first. I got a rest in peace to give out after we do what's trending. I think I got Would You Rather. We got a short music segment. Sports. These niggas out here in the NBA wildin'. Kyrie wildin'. Well, Kyrie not really wildin'. Ben is wildin'. Ben's wildin'. Ben's not wildin'?
Oh, Ben's wildin'.
Ben's wildin'.
Kyrie, he's not. He just, I don't know.
Q&A after that. We got something for the Q&A segment, and then we'll close out. That will be episode 109, guys. So Brandon's going to go first in what's trending this week. I'm going to cut the Rick Ross off, and I'm going to log out of SoundCloud. Yes, I'm playing these classic tapes from SoundCloud, guys, because they're not on Apple.
All right.
Don't start with Florida man. Let's just be normal.
Haitian gang.
I had this one, you bastard. Sorry, though. Damn, you gonna start off with that shit? All right, go ahead.
I mean, it's not like nice stories out here.
I had that like at the end of my shit.
Well, too bad. I got it on the beginning. So, all right, for y'all out there who don't know, this has been on the news, trending pretty recently. A couple of missionaries, about 17 of them from primarily America here, and one Canadian. They got kidnapped in Haiti. They're missionaries. They go there to help out. I guess part of their church or whatnot. They were kidnapped by a gang.
They were leaving an orphanage.
Yeah, so they were visiting an orphanage and they were kidnapped. So it came out recently now that the gang that kidnapped them is asking for $1 million each for each of their releases. So $17 million.
Damn.
So they were kidnapped by the powerful 400 some gang on Saturday after visiting an orphanage. And they were in a northeast suburb of the capital of Port-au-Prince over the weekend, and their abduction is part of a wave of indiscriminate kidnappings that this is Haiti, we're talking about this. It's pretty, as far as this is what happened a couple months ago too when he got assassinated, right? This is the same thing.
No, the president.
Yeah,
the president got assassinated.
Yeah. So a lot of stuff is going on, political unrest and whatnot is going on over there. So the missionaries there were affiliated with an Ohio-based Christian Aid Ministries, which says that the abducted group is made up of 5 men, 7 women, and 5 children. The 5 children abducted include a 8-month-old baby and children ages 3, 6.
An 8-month-old baby?
An 8-month-old
Damn.
baby. And the children ages 3, 6, 13, and 15. The adults range from their ages range from 18 to 48. So they're trying to see how to. Right now, the FBI and the Haitian police are trying to negotiate and see how to proceed with stuff. So hopefully they can come back home and this stuff gets sorted out. Man, I don't know what to say about this kind of stuff.
That's a really fucked up situation. I have something here that says local officials said the missionaries were taken from a bus on its way to the airport to drop off some members off in the island nation's capital, Port-au-Prince, before going to another location in Haiti. So they were on the bus and they got taken from the bus. They probably, that's really scary. But yeah, like Brandon said, for real, prayers out to them. Hopefully every single person makes it back alive and safe. I couldn't even imagine if I was in a situation what I would be thinking. Especially if an 8-month-old baby. That's really fucked up, bro. But this is the type of shit that goes on in the world. I had this last on my list, but I have something that's kind of similar to that too. So while we're doing that, I might as well do this one too. I don't know if you had this one. Did you have this?
No, I haven't. Go ahead.
Oh, I might as well do that one now. I have one that says Mexican drug cartel kidnapped 5 kids after recruiting them through a video game. Authorities, they rescued them, so this is good. Authorities rescued 5 kidnapped kids who were recruited through a video game to work for a drug cartel. According to the Daily Mail, police officers in the southern state, I don't know how to say this state, Oaxaca. I don't even know what that's at. But they rescued 5 children last Saturday after they were recruited through online games by a 13-year-old and kidnapped by drug cartel members who were looking to add them to their ranks. The boys between the ages of 12 and 15 were targeted by Northeast Cartel through a WhatsApp chat group linked to the multiplayer online video game. It's called Garena Free Fire, also known as Free Fire. The victims were abducted from their homes and then taken to a safe house in that same city that I was trying to say before. One of the children's parents quickly alerted the police after they came across a letter left behind by their son, claiming he was setting off on an 800-mile journey and would be sending a lot of money back home. Luckily, these children were rescued. That is really fucked up. This is the type of shit that goes on in the world. We hate to talk about it, but this is the type of shit that goes on in the world, guys. So just be mindful of what's going on. People that have kids that are on these video games and shit is on WhatsApp. Because I think we had a conversation about this like a long time ago. Like, just be mindful of what your kids are doing. And that Haiti shit, there ain't really nothing you can say about that. I mean, it's just fucked up.
I don't know what to say about that.
It's a really unfortunate situation. But
I just hope that they can come home and they can work out some sort of deal, man. I don't know what to say about that, man.
What kind of deal could you work out? They want their money.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if they would give them the money. I don't think they would do that. I don't think they would do that. I think they make it a priority not to negotiate with people doing this kind of stuff.
So it's just like let the people die. That's how they gonna.
I'm not gonna say that, but
that's how they gonna look at it. Let the people just let it go.
I mean, then again, we can say the same thing about what the stuff happened in Iraq when they left soldiers. So when they just pulled out and they left soldiers there. So I don't know.
Prayers
so
out
if they could do that
man.
to soldiers, I don't know. They probably could do it to a family and missionaries. So you know what? Probably.
If you got prayers to send out, send it to those 17 people, man. Please do that, because hopefully we want all 17 of them to get home safely. And fuck the niggas that kidnapped them. They can ride in hell for all we care. Fuck them niggas, bro. $1 million a person, nigga. The fuck? That's fucking insane. Niggas want $1 million a head. That's insane. But yeah, go ahead.
All right, my next article: Black high school students out in Rome, Georgia. They were suspended for planning a protest against white students waving a Confederate flag. So I've never heard of this high school, but then again, it's in Rome, Georgia. It's Coosa High School in Rome, Georgia is under fire after a group of black students were suspended for planning a protest against a Confederate flag that was allowed to be waved by white students.
I saw this.
Lilia Huckabee, a white Coosa High School student, says she was yelling and loud in the meeting with school administrators that they didn't suspend me. So basically, there are, just to give you the gist, there were students who went to the school there displaying the Confederate flag. Black, white, and Latino protesters, students who went there, not just African American, they organized a protest to say, like, you know, are you guys not really going to do anything about this? It ended up that only the black students got suspended for this, even though the white students claimed responsibility and showed that they were responsible as well, just as African American black students and Latino students were for the protest. They were the only ones that were suspended.
Yeah, I saw this.
So I don't know what to say about this kind of stuff. For displaying a Confederate flag that's inherently, whether you agree or disagree, and even if you disagree, it makes no sense for you to disagree, because you know as well as I know that the Confederate flag is based on racism. Not wanting to secede to the Union and keeping your Southern beliefs and whatnot is what it represents. Whoever may argue against this and stuff like that, it just won't make sense, because I don't really want to hear it. Like there's no way.
This nigga said I don't want to hear it.
There's no way that you can make it okay and flip the argument. You know what I'm gonna say? You know what? The Confederate flag is not racist. At the end of the day, it is. What can you really say that it's not racist? It's solidifying Southern ideals from seceding from the Union, all that kind of stuff. You want to hold on to it for what? It makes no sense.
How long were they suspended for the rest of the year?
They didn't say.
I would leave that school. I'd transfer to another school.
Yeah,
if I was those students.
I don't even know where Rome, Georgia is, man, to be honest.
Obviously, that school doesn't. They got some shit going on over there to where they're not being fair at all.
And I'm speaking from experience. We're out here in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Any person I've met that flies that kind of stuff and believes in that, to be honest with you, they're straight up racist. Every person I've met, they have some sort of prejudice toward other people of color. Yeah. So I'm telling you for a fact. I'm not basing this on anything. I'm out here in the South, both of us, and I'm from New York. So I'm out here in the South, and we're saying this to you right now. It's based on racism. So there's not really any way that you can justify you telling me that the Confederate flag is not racist, because it is. It's based on Southern ideals, which is not, not limited to slavery, amongst other things. So,
yeah, I disagree with how the school handled it, but if I was those students, I would transfer to another school. I know the parents are probably gonna try to fight all that shit, but I would just transfer to another school.
Yeah. All right, so I got this article here. This is pretty fucked up as it is, man. I don't fucking, the pieces of shit out here in the world today. Train riders. Okay, so this happened out in PA. I'm pretty sure you saw this in Philadelphia. So a man was charged with raping a woman on a commuter train just outside of Philadelphia, harassed her for more than 40 minutes while multiple people held up their phones to seemingly record the assault without intervening.
You're lying.
I swear to God, this article has been on social media and everywhere around. So basically, this guy, he got on the train, he was harassing this woman for 40 minutes,
And
nobody noticed until somebody who worked for the transit system called the police, and they got there and they arrested the man after the assault happened. When he was assaulting her. So his name is what was
people had their phones out.
People were okay. I'm gonna get to that. So more than a dozen train stops passed as the man harassed, groped, and eventually raped the woman. The police said for Southeastern Pennsylvania Transport Authority. He said at the news conference on Monday. Police do not believe a single witness on the train dialed 911. They're investigating whether some bystanders filmed the assault. Both the man and woman got on the train at the same stop on Wednesday night in northern Philadelphia. The officers pulled the man off the woman on the last stop.
And they didn't know each other at all?
They didn't know each other, no. Because she kept telling them to stop, too. That's what was reported in what the police reported. They responded within about 3 minutes of a 911 call from a transport authority employee. What we want is everyone to be angry and be resolute about making the system safer. This is what the police chief said. Okay. Train riders, they failed to intervene, quote unquote. This is what they said. That they failed to intervene for 40 minutes. The guy that was arrested, Fiston Ngoy, he's 35, is charged with rape and among other charges. So the affidavit of the arrest detailed the assaults, including that during the 40 minutes, the woman appears to repeatedly push Ngoy away, the guy away. But so, and then hold on.
I think people up north, bro, because I think one of the main differences from the north and the south, people up north are really mean. You know, in the south, you know, people are more like friendly when you see like a stranger in person. It's like, hey, how you doing?
Yeah, that's the hospitality is real.
Up north and shit like that, people ain't like that, bro.
I don't think that applies here. You know why?
No.
I don't think that applies here.
I'm not saying that. I was gonna say like, even though people up north are more the mind their business type of people. And just go about their day, because that's how people up north are. Like they just mind their business and they go about their day. It's like, well, that shit ain't got nothing to do with me. In this type of situation, that's completely wrong, because this woman is being raped, and for 40 fucking minutes, everybody sat there. I didn't even believe that when you was reading it. That's literally insane. That everybody sat there. Motherfuckers were filming the shit, and nobody did nothing for 40 fucking minutes.
But I guess I can't really be surprised at how low we'll fall in a society, just humans in general, just pieces of shit, because like you can really just sit there and watch somebody get raped for 40 minutes, you don't do anything about it, but you have the time to pull out your phone and record, and what are you gonna do, send the recording to somebody else instead of doing something about it? And we see this shit countless times. People get their ass beat, everybody put their phone out to record, like, instead of helping the person. And it's just like, to me, I don't understand what type of person could do that kind of stuff and not jump in and help somebody. And we got like people, fucking Asian people or other people getting, hate crimes. They're getting their ass beat. Like people not helping and all that kind of stuff. Some people do, but it doesn't make a sense to, in this situation, when somebody's getting physically hurt or harmed, not to help them. It just doesn't make sense. It actually makes you look just as guilty as this dude. I'm gonna say that. I'd go as far as that.
Shout out to the people that aren't scared to step in and do something about shit like that.
Yeah, bro. Because bro, if I was there, bro, I'd beat his ass. I swear. Yeah, to be honest, to keep it a buck with you, I'd be one of those people beating his ass, because why would you do that? What if that was your mother? That was your sister? Would you be saying the same thing?
Yeah, that's.
It's just fucking. It blows my mind that she was raped for 40 fucking minutes and nobody did anything. And clearly they're saying that she was pushing the man repeatedly and nobody fucking helped her. Like that's really fucking
bad.
Wild.
That's really sad.
And the people that recorded, like the people that not only recorded but just watched this happen, like to me, you're honestly more you're the same level as guilt as him.
Yeah, you part of the problem. You motherfuckers part of the problem. I sat there and filmed the shit. What the fuck you filming it for? That don't even make sense though. That's unbelievable. I can't even believe that that's a real thing. That's like this shit is so sad. Fucking the world we live in, dog.
You just like, man, you people,
so
bro.
Sad, bro.
I just like for real. Like I'm telling you in front of camera right now. Like I'm fucking disgusted. Like I'm just fucking disgusted, really man. Sad, like for real. Like I'm not joking. It's not a joke. Like I'm disgusted, bro. Because I can't believe somebody would and she needed help. She needed help. Imagine how she feels now. She She, above all people, she probably can't even leave the place now. She probably so fucking traumatized now. If anybody's ever traumatized,
I bet you some of them people was like, "That's none of my business." I bet you they said that.
there's a level to that.
Yeah.
Like if I'm going past an accident happened on the highway, that's none of my fucking business.
Yeah.
But if somebody's getting hurt, if somebody's like needs help and all that kind of shit, that's part of your problem. You need to help them.
That's how people live, bro. That's how people.
I remember one time I was coming back from when I had got a car. Remember I told you that story from the auction? I had got a car, and then the road was stopped. Somebody was in a ditch in their car.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and the guy was like, he was passed out.
So there was a while ago. I came back from getting like buying a car or something like that. Somebody's car had passed over into a ditch and everything like that. Everybody just standing around. I guess they waiting for the cops or anything like that. They called the cops. Because they stopped the road. I was like, and I got out. I was like, what's happening? Because I saw the car down there. I was like, damn, that shit looks pretty fucking bad. Come to find out, there's a man in there. Oh yeah, we're just waiting for the cops. I'm like, what the fuck y'all waiting for the cops? There's an old man in there. Fucking break the window so you can get him out.
This nigga broke the window, dude.
I fucking went in my car. Everybody else is acting like they don't know what the fuck to do. I went in the car. I grabbed the tire and I broke the window. And then asked him if he was okay. You can't move him. Just to check and make sure that he's okay. Because if you try to move him, you're gonna fuck up something with his body, and you don't want that.
You just want to make sure
he's okay and he's breathing, that he's not inhaling any. Because there was smoke in front of the car too. Yeah. And I'm just like, why is everybody standing around and not doing anything?
Yeah, I think that's just more the person that you are. A lot of people.
But I don't understand. You're supposed to be like we blood, like we're blood.
A lot of people don't think like that. There's a lot of people that don't think like that. I would probably do the same thing you did. I would probably try to see. I don't know if I would have broke the window. I don't know if I would have did that.
Everybody was tapping on the window but I'm like, yo, that's not gonna do nothing. Break the fucking window.
I think I would have just been hesitant to do that. But I'm glad that you did that though. I'm glad that you actually did that.
Like, man,
but I would have been hesitant to do it. But a lot of people don't think like that, man. I think that just goes to the type of person that you are.
And a lot of people just freeze up. They won't, and you can't. And I think people fucking. I don't want to spend too much longer on it, but I'm gonna say this. I think a lot of people would probably their excuse would be, I just froze up. I didn't know what to do. I don't. At the end of the day, if you can't think logically when some stuff happens, you really don't need to be like in this kind of situation. You just I don't know what to say.
He says you don't need to be. Sometimes if they be in that situation without their control,
bro, that's a part of being like you need to have that sort of concentration to know what to do. You can't just fucking nut up. You can't just freeze up. I don't know, bro. Fucking stupid motherfucker. Yo, fuck that dude, bro. That piece of shit.
Yeah,
That's
really.
You a piece sad. Of shit, bro. All right, just other story here, and then I'll move on to something more positive, because I ain't gonna do this other shit. The murder trial for Ahmaud Arbery is going to begin pretty soon with the jury selection out here in Georgia. Yep. So if you guys been following the case, the Ahmaud Arbery, he was jogging and he pretty much pulled up and shot and killed.
Minding his fucking business.
Minding his business and shot and killed by a man and his son, and then the neighbor was filming it because the man and his son blocked him off and shot him. And they killed him. So that case is going to begin soon. So we're going to see what the outcome is going to be out here in Georgia.
Just like we said, instead of fucking trying to help somebody if somebody was filming. Yeah. Just like we said.
So they're selecting a jury right now to see. More than likely, we'll see. We'll see what's going to happen, man. But whether the outcome will be whatever the outcome will be, I think it'll be contested at the end of the day because they're going to just say that. It just like the same thing with Chauvin. They're gonna be like, "Oh yeah, it received too much publicity," but that's what they're gonna say. Remember, they said it received too much publicity about that shit, and it's biased.
He tried to say that, yeah.
That's probably gonna happen here. I'm not gonna say it's gonna be the wrong outcome because I hope that they're guilty, but I don't know what's gonna happen. We'll see. But that's gonna begin pretty soon, so I want you guys to keep your eyes open for that.
I think they're going to prison. They're definitely going.
I hope they get life, man. Yeah, even life would be too good for them, to be honest with you, bro. Yeah. That'll be too good for you. I'm gonna do 2 good articles because I promise that I'm gonna start like talking about stuff more positive. So that's what I want to do. So there's 5 hikers out in British Columbia, Canada, that use their turbans. So they're Sikh. They're Sikh, so they had turbans on as part of their religion. They used their turbans to save 2 men on their trail when the pair unexpectedly fell into a pool below a waterfall. So, Kuljinder Kinda and his 4 friends were hiking in the Golden Ears Park on October 11th when a group nearby told them that 2 men had slipped on a slick rock, fell into the pool below, above the lower falls, and could not pull themselves back to safety. So, a video is showing them their the video, I guess, is showing that they use their turbans to help, I guess, to tie it up and to
they tied them shit together and put them.
Yeah, they used they had the idea to come up with a rope out of their turbans, one of the 5 articles worn by the Sikhs as a headdress, and they tied it up and they pulled them up.
That's some fucking cartoon shit. That should actually work. Damn, that's good though.
It's cloth, so yeah. So shout out to them. Something positive out there. You didn't have to, just like, I guess, very contrary to the article we just read about in Pennsylvania. Instead of seeing the people and be like, "Oh, that's not my problem," they decided to help because they're decent. Because they're decent. That's not. It is the same situation. Because what if they died? It was under a waterfall.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter whether it be big or small. It doesn't matter.
It's just like common sense. Like, you have to help somebody that's being raped. That's like common sense. That's just like this situation. If I didn't even have a turban, if I'm walking by and I see these people down and need help, I'm going to try to do whatever I can to help these niggas. That's just common sense. It should be common sense that if you're on a train and you see a woman getting groped and raped by somebody, that you should help them. That is common sense. But common sense is not so common. Common sense is not so common. But that's good that they helped them, though. And they were all rescued. They all good.
They was rescued. Yeah,
that's good. That's good. What's
up. I want to give this other shout out to another article here. Well, this other person, Peter Mutubazi.
Peter. Shout out to you, Peter.
Yeah. So he's a foster dad. He opened up his home to children. He's been helping children in need for this past, for this extension for the pandemic. So he's a dad out in North Carolina. He was born in Uganda to an abusive father. He ran away when he was 10 years old, and he struggled on the streets until a good Samaritan took him in. He said, quote unquote, "My childhood was difficult, but somehow it gave me empathy." Mm-hmm. After attending college in the UK, he moved to the US to work for a World Vision, a nonprofit that helps children. He wanted to create a safe home for children, something he didn't have when he was a child. So he began serving as a foster parent since starting in 2017. Since then, he's fostered more than a dozen children, including adopted his son Anthony, who was placed with him in 2018 after being abandoned by his adoptive parents at 11. That's really dope. So shout out to you, man. I'm happy that they still have some positive people out here in this world, man.
That's really dope that there's people out here that they don't want other kids to experience the shit they experienced when they were young, so they actually go out and do something better for the community and do something for kids, so that way they don't have to go through shit that they went through. There's a lot of people will go through shit and just be bitter their whole life and won't do anything. And
shout out to him, man, because to open your home to a lot of other children that need you, man. A lot of people need that, man.
We need that type of shit, man.
Yeah.
It's funny, I saw a picture of Angelina Jolie early on Instagram, and I think it was at like a screening for a movie or something like that, and it showed all her kids. And she adopts a lot of kids.
Yeah.
I just thought that was really dope, man. I just think shit like that is really dope. Just to take on a kid that's not yours. A lot of people don't understand how hard that is to do, to love and care for something that didn't even come from you, like the exact same way as if it was your own child.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that. Cat Williams adopted 7 kids.
I didn't know that.
He has 8 kids, but I'm thinking he got those all 8 his kids. But I looked it up. One of the kids is really his, and he adopted 7 other children. Damn. The comedian Cat Williams. I didn't even know that.
Shout out to you, Cat.
That's really that. Yeah, I did not know that till the other day. Like, that says a lot about a person to be able to do something like that, to take on a kid that's not even theirs, bro. Like, that says a lot about people, man. So shout out to him. Shout out to everybody that's man and woman enough to do that type of shit, man. For real. Yeah. Oh, that's it? That's all you got?
That's it. Yeah.
What do I have here? See how I'm chilling? I'm chilling, nigga. I'm relaxed. What do you mean I'm relaxed? Remember that little skit on Rick Ross' album? And she was like, "What about my watch? Does it make you nervous?" I'm like, nah, I'm relaxed. You don't remember that skit?
Don't remember that at all.
You don't remember that shit, nigga? Dude, I would have played that shit. I'll play it later. Alright, first thing for what's trending that I have. We talked about Dave Chappelle's stand-up, the new stand-up on Netflix last week, The Closer. It was reported that transgender employees at Netflix reportedly planned to walk out on October 20th, which is tomorrow, in protest of Dave Chappelle's stand-up special. Dave Chappelle's latest Netflix stand-up special, The Closer, was over. If you thought the controversy was over, you were wrong. As this new development signals that things are about to get even more complicated. According to new reports, transgender employees at Netflix were planning to walk out next week in protest of Netflix supporting Dave Chappelle and refusing to pull the special from its streaming service. In response to Netflix standing firmly behind Chappelle, because I read the little statement from the CEO last week, he said they're not going to pull it. The backlash he has received due to his stand-up special, The Closer, select company employees were ready to take a stand. Transgender Netflix employees, all those who are allies of the LGBTQ community, are planning to walk out tomorrow. This move also follows Netflix reinstating the 3 employees it suspended earlier this week for crashing a company meeting meant for higher-level employees. They have since fired their organizer of the trans employee walkout. The employee is black, and it says they are currently pregnant. They were asked not to be named for fear of online harassment. They have been encouraging trans employees and allies to walk out of work in protest of Netflix's handling of the Dave Chappelle special, The Closer. The employee was terminated on suspicion of leaking metrics of the press related to the Dave Chappelle special. Those metrics about how much Netflix played. So they leaked how much Netflix paid for The Closer, because I did see that came out. So this actual employee leaked like financial information, how much Netflix played. Netflix paid. You said what?
How much was it?
I don't see it right here. I saw it the other day, but I don't remember how much it was. I think it was like over $20 million though, from what I remember.
Damn.
The leaking of internal data is highly unusual at Netflix. While the company prides itself on transparency, employees are told that the culture can only thrive with Netflix data remains internal. And the main thing the CEO was saying, he was just saying that, this special is just Dave Chappelle's artistic expression. He's not going to pull something for a comedian doing his job. This is his art. This is what he wants to do. This is how Dave Chappelle has always been. So he said he's not going to pull it. And, we say all the time on here, you can't tell people how to react to certain things. So I'm not going to sit here and be like, well, this person is wrong for that, because obviously they felt all these people that are upset, that are gay or whatever they want to be, that are upset at Dave Chappelle. You can't tell them how to react. If Dave offended them, he offended them. You can't tell them how to react to shit. But this shit right here, I don't know, man. I don't know what to say about them, them trying to protest, because they're not going to take it down. I understand taking a stance for something, because I'm never going to be the one to say don't protest and stand for something that you believe in. So, right. But I don't know. It's kind of a
it's
hard
your right
situation.
to do so, but
it's kind of a hard situation.
I mean, they're pretty firm on their stance, and this is what Dave does, man. Like, people. It was funny is that I saw a post on Instagram not too long ago. People are trying to cancel him, but a lot of other comedians do the same exact thing. We talking about Eddie Murphy. We talking about even back in the day, Cat Williams. We talking about even Bernie Mac. Back in the day, Bernie Mac did this kind of stuff too. And people didn't cancel Dave even back when he did Chappelle Show about the wild shit that he used to talk about then. But now you guys got a problem with it. And this is even just part of just the stand up, because this was even back then with the Chappelle Show. We talking about shit that's like 10 times worse with Chappelle Show. We talking about.
I don't know how Chappelle Show didn't get canceled for the longest time, honestly. But.
So I don't get it, but I mean, like I said, we can't tell them not to get upset about something. If they feel some type of way about something, they have a right to be upset.
To be upset about this, but I think Dave knew this was going to happen. I think that's why he kind of said in the special, this is the last time I'm going to talk about this type of shit, because he knew this was going to happen. And I think he's probably tired of going through this, even though he seemingly doesn't care about all this backlash and shit like that. I think he's tired of actually going through, all this shit. So I think that's why he's done talking about it. But yeah, man. Let me get to the comments of this TikTok shit. So last week we had talked about, I brought it up about Dave Chappelle's comments on the baby. And if you didn't watch last week's episode, I told this nigga we doing the podcast, because he called me. That nigga said, "Nigga, fuck your podcast." Nigga, fucking we talked about the baby. What Dave said about the baby. He said he brought up the baby's situation in Walmart, and he was like, the baby killed the man. And he's like, in America it's crazy. You can kill a man, but you better not say something about a gay person. But I brought up on last week's episode that Dave forgot to mention that this situation was a self-defense situation because the gentleman that the baby killed was threatening the baby and his daughter at Walmart. A situation unfolded to where gunshots were fired and the baby ended up killing the guy. And I said that Dave was wrong for that because he should have at least put out there that was a self-defense situation. And my main point behind that was, and let me just read the comments first. So I posted that clip on TikTok. So let me read some of these comments people said. So the question I posed was Dave Chappelle wrong for his comments on the baby? So where are the comments here? This is our most watched TikTok video that we have on our and we only have a TikTok for this type of shit, so people can engage and comment. So we're not mad. I'm glad everybody engaged in the comments. One person said Dave Chappelle was 1,000% right with everything that he said. Somebody else said, I get what you're saying, but him killing someone didn't even make the news in most places. It still proves his point. My response to that was, for people that don't know, because I think the casual people that are commenting on this thing don't even know about this situation with the baby, because most niggas don't know. Some people do know.
Yeah.
This situation happened before the baby was even a star. This happened way before the baby's career took off. If this situation happened tomorrow and it was the same exact situation, this would be news everywhere. Do you agree or disagree?
I agree.
If this situation happened tomorrow with the baby status now, this situation would be everywhere, regardless of if it was self-defense or not. This would be everywhere. The baby said those comments that he said about whatever he said at the concert. I'm not going to say it. He said that as a star. This shit happened years ago before niggas even knew who the baby was. Somebody said, no, he wasn't wrong. Another person said, no, he wasn't wrong. Somebody said, did you guys not watch the full thing? Because Dave literally said that it was self-defense. And my response was, no, he didn't actually. He left that part out. And I guess the guy went back and watched it and he was like, okay, you're right, my bad. He didn't mention it. So people would just say anything. Dave Chappelle did not say this shit was self-defense.
Like, you just look at the fucking video and you won't go look at our episode or look at what he said. Like, you're just basing on that.
It was just a mistake. It's all good. Somebody else said no. Another guy said, so what? You guys are going to try to cancel Dave now? Nobody cares what you think. We didn't say anything about canceling Dave, young brother. If you want to go back and watch last week's episode, we both said we liked the special. The only thing I disagreed with was what he said about the baby. That's literally what I said. And we both have praised Dave Chappelle on numerous episodes of this podcast. Me and Brandon both love Dave. Do we not?
Do.
Somebody said that wasn't his point. I said, yeah, but still add some context behind the story because Dave usually always adds context behind his stories. Please put it in there. Somebody said, fuck you if you can't take a joke. He said that. Fuck you if you can't take a joke. Somebody said, yes, he should have at least told the whole story so the baby would have been cleared. Somebody said that. This guy was going in. This guy was mad, guys. He said, no, he wasn't wrong. That's why he said, Google it. If anyone cares to know about what happened, they can Google it, just like Dave said. That's what he said.
Me and Pete were talking about this the other day, man.
Let me say my response. I said the typical person isn't going to do that. Most would take Dave's word for it. But that is true. He did say to Google it. I had that in there. He said in response to that, because the typical person doesn't care. Myself, for example, I could care less about the baby. I'm here for the jokes, not a history lesson. Go ahead.
Me and Pete were talking about this and after the comments started coming up, and we're trying to get to the bottom of how people are thinking as far as what their train of thought is when they're looking at the video. But to me, I think it was just people are getting the wrong perception. By Dave omitting that small detail, it changes the entire perception of people who don't know who the baby is, and they're thinking that this guy's just got away with murder for no reason. Because
like I said, most people aren't going to Google it.
And they're not, because they're going to take his word for it and do all that kind of stuff. They're just going to be like, okay, he must be saying something factual. He's not going to... And P brought up another point. If he didn't omit that part of it, it would not have set up the joke.
Yeah, it would have fucked up Dave's joke. Yeah.
It would have fucked up the rest of the routine because that was the basis of the actual joke.
If he would have said it was self-defense, the joke wouldn't have lined up.
Okay. So now, that being said, this stuff happened before the baby popped off or anything like that. Let alone even if it fucking happened today, it would not fucking matter. Because at the end of the day, the police, the people, the investigators, everybody who else was part of the case that would look into this stuff about it happening, especially when you're talking about an African-American man, right? We're talking about a black man, right? Mm-hmm. Doing anything in self-defense. Claimed it was self-defense. So even if it happened today, it would not fucking matter because it was self-defense. So it really wouldn't even fucking matter. So what I'm trying to get at is it doesn't really do him justice to put this in the same type of situation. That's the only thing that we disagreed about in this past stand-up. That's it. It was just, but as you can see, it was done for a perfect reason to set up the joke, or else otherwise it wouldn't have made sense. Yeah. But still, it would give the wrong perception of the baby, even though the baby, he just, sometimes he just don't give a fuck about shit. As we can see, he just don't.
And we've talked about a lot of shit that the baby thrown in his pockets. We don't even give a fuck about the baby like that. That's the thing. This nigga's not like our favorite rapper, and we trying to defend this nigga. Yeah. I could care less about the baby. This nigga, all the time, we've said on here, I'm like, bro, this nigga needs to chill out. He's punching women in the face. He does a lot of dumb shit. But this situation right here, I disagreed. That was it. I just disagreed about how Dave set up that joke. I'm not trying to cancel Dave. I just disagree with it. That was it, because I'm like, he should have just put that out there. This is the last comment. Somebody said, doesn't matter if it was self-defense. Only that the public didn't cancel him for killing a man. Only for saying something about gay people. I understand what Dave was trying to do. I understand what Dave's joke was. I understand that. But he left out the most important part of the situation. This was a self-defense situation. This nigga didn't just kill somebody for no reason, and it didn't just make the news. If this happened tomorrow, it would be everywhere, guys. If this happened tomorrow, it would be everywhere. Because it's the baby. Yeah. He is a star now. This shit happened years ago, well before any of you motherfuckers comment probably even knew who the baby was. Yeah. So, leave it at that. I'm glad you guys engaged in the comments, though, but I think only a couple people agree with what I said, but that's fine.
And, please, from now on, just look at the actual episode. Maybe even look at the 20 minutes from the TikTok that we're doing, before and after, so you can kind of get a grasp instead of jumping to conclusions and then just writing a comment that makes no sense.
And then that guy that was talking about the Google shit, he kept commenting that on everybody's comment. Just Google it. He kept commenting that on everybody's comment. Just Google it. You can Google it. He was mad, and I just stopped replying to him because I was like, hey guys, you're not gonna win against the internet, guys. So just let niggas talk. And a lot of these people don't even have no pictures. They don't have no pictures, nothing like that. They got fake names and shit. So
hey man, like I said, we love Dave Chappelle. That's the only part that I had issue with. I mean, per se, So yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah. What do I have next? There is a website that is hiring someone. Could be you. If you wanted to be you can apply online to watch all 706 episodes of The Simpsons for $7,000. A U.S. casino site is hiring someone to watch every episode of The Simpsons, offering nearly $7,000 and a weekly box of donuts.
So much. What the fuck? Some fat.
According to the New York Post, the Simpsons series analysts will help Platin Casino further investigate the well-known phenomenon that The Simpsons has predicted major life events. Okay, so that's what they're trying to look at. Because they have predicted a lot of shit on The Simpsons. It's kind of scary. The Simpsons series analysts will watch and analyze all episodes from the 33 seasons along with the Simpsons spin-off movie, the site said. Predicting it will take 8 weeks to get through. They predict it'll take 8 weeks to get through more than 280 hours of footage. That's a lot of shit to watch.
So we're talking about probably about...
That's like 10
you
hours.
Do the math.
It's like $10 episode.
$10 an episode, probably about what? $20 an hour.
We thought we'd put The Simpsons to the test and see if after analyzing every single episode, it can help us to predict the future. Ooh, they really think that's gonna work. We're gonna see. We're gonna see what 2022 will hold. Somebody commented and said I did this for free already. I think I said last week. That's funny. I think it was last week or the week before. I've never liked The Simpsons. I have never liked.
I did. I'm not gonna say I didn't. I liked The Simpsons just because back in the day, before there was Family Guy, there was The Simpsons. They used to just be on some wild
Family
shit.
Guy's
and I used to really like The Simpsons. I used to always watch them shits when they was on. But until Family Guy and shit came
I think The Simpsons ain't even on Family Guy's level.
It's not because once Family Guy came along, it's just 0 to 100 difference.
I never liked it. But would you do this? 8 weeks?
I'm good on that.
7 racks?
I'm
If
good.
it was more money, I'd be like, yeah.
Yeah, if it was more money, yeah, but I'm good on that.
Why don't you niggas watch it at the casino? Why don't they do it? Why they want to pay? See, niggas be. That's America.
Because that data's more. That data's more means more to them than any doing all that shit. They just don't want to put the work in and do that shit. Talking seven down. Yeah, you
Instead
y'all
of
just
doing
do
it,
it.
I'm gonna pay somebody to do it. That's how.
I mean,
That's how America works.
for certain situations, that's how you rather just pay somebody to do it.
But
and
it's
you
just
get it done,
watching
you know?
a show though.
Yeah.
Ain't that hard? I couldn't even. I probably wouldn't make it. I didn't even know it was 33 seasons. I wouldn't make it past season 1. I wouldn't even make it past season 2.
I'll probably watch a good bunch of that.
That's 2 months. 280 hours of footage. That's I'm straight on that, bro.
That's a lot.
I'm good. We talked about the little bundle package that Grand Theft Auto is about to do with Grand Theft Auto 3, Vice City, and San Andreas. They're gonna remaster the game and package it into one. They have released the price for the package for the game. How much you think?
$159,
Nah, that's too high.
$129,
It's actually a reasonable price.
$129.
No, nigga, that's a lot. Fuck that. It's
It's a
$70.
remaster version.
$70.
That's pretty good.
That's what I'm saying. It's a reasonable price.
I'm not getting it.
Yes, you are. You're gonna get it. I guarantee you. Nah, he's not gonna get it now that I said that. I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm gonna just wait and see.
I'm not gonna get it
I'll get it. It's supposed to come out later this year.
unless I'm supposed to get like an external hard drive because already this other game takes up too much fucking space.
How much do external hard drives cost?
No, they a couple bucks. They ain't really that much. They like 40, 50, 60 bucks.
Remember we talked about how when we didn't have a memory card back in the days, you just have to play the game and just leave it on.
That's what I used to do. I used to have no memory card, man. I used to.
A lot of people was like that, bro. Like, you just play the game and just leave it on.
I play the game and I'll leave it on, or if it went to the point that I couldn't leave it on because it's just getting too hot, I had to cut the shit off and then just start the whole fucking game.
Nigga, I'd be so pissed because I think
I used to, that's why I've never did the Grand Theft Auto, like actually like went through and played the missions. I did for a little bit, but I just go around killing people.
I think San Andreas has like 70 hours of gameplay missions. I think it's 70 hours.
I think it's still to that day, isn't it? Isn't it the longest still?
It's got to be because that shit was pretty fucking long. My mom she came in my room one time and cut the game off. Just like, why you got the game on? I was like, oh my god, I'm trying to fucking win the shit. Now I got to start the shit all over. But they didn't understand. Parents understand.
Damn, she cut it off. Damn.
Yeah, just come in the room like, why the fuck you got a game on? Click. Like, god damn, bro. Like, now I got to start the shit all over again. And what, memory cards were like $5, $10?
14.
Well, niggas ain't have jobs, man. You could just ask our parents for one.
It's funny, yeah. That's crazy, yeah.
What's next? I want to send a congratulations out to Rory and Maul, the former co-host of the Joe Budden podcast. We talked about that situation months ago. You guys, if you guys don't know, Joe Budden's podcast was a very popular podcast. Rory and Maul were the co-hosts. They had a bad breakup. And Rory and Maul now have their own podcast. They got offered a $10 million deal from SiriusXM less than 6 months after leaving their podcast, and they now own 100. They will retain 100% ownership of their show, and got a $10 million deal. So I want to congrats out to Rory and Maul.
So they're gonna own 100% of their show.
And their show is now going to be. They're partnering with SiriusXM Stitcher. 6 months after the fallout with Joe Budden.
Man, like,
you think Joe's gonna congratulate them on the podcast?
Probably not. He's probably gonna fake do that. He's not really gonna be like real congratulatory. I don't think it's not gonna be. It's not gonna be real. I don't think it's gonna be whatever would Joe be saying, bro. Joe just be fake sometimes, man.
This article says, although many were shocked and saddened when Rory and Maul exited Joe Budden's podcast, the two not only launched their own show, but they now have officially leveled up with a brand new deal. During a recent interview, Rory and Maul confirmed their new partnership with SiriusXM Stitcher, officially signing that they have left the past behind and their future is looking very bright. They will.
I'm happy for them, man. But I think more than ever now, I think Joe's gonna try to put his stuff in there as far as like his 2 cents, as far as like maybe litigation or anything like that. I think it potentially could happen right now.
You know the crazy part about it, If you guys don't know, there's a way that you can see YouTube tags on people's videos. I'm not gonna say what the way is because people might not know. There's a way that you can see the YouTube tags people are putting on their videos. Joe is still putting Rory Amal in his YouTube tags. He's still putting his names in their YouTube tags for his show. Because I went to look at his YouTube tags, see what YouTube tags he's using. Rory Amal's name is still on Joe Budden's YouTube tags.
Damn.
I don't know if they know that, but he's still using their name. It's kind of fucked up.
I remember you told me that.
It's kind of fucked up. Rory and Mal are also doing a series of live shows of the podcast in New York and Los Angeles this November, with more slated for 2022. Yeah, so shout out to them, man.
Shout out to them, man. I'm proud of y'all.
Because they did kind of get fucked over.
Y'all did what y'all needed to do and bounce back even better than ever.
Yeah.
Blessings are different, different doors. So
I wonder if they split in that like $5 million. They probably are.
They probably are. They probably know better than that.
Should I be straight with $5 million? Straight with that. Congrats to you guys, man. Stand true to yourselves.
Yeah.
Congrats to you guys. We talked about that Squid Game shit that I still, have not watched, and I'm probably never gonna watch.
I don't watch that shit either.
But there is a it says the viral effect of Squid Game. This is an Instagram post.
Just sound like some stupid shit.
No, it's not. I mean, from what I remember, it's not. It says Squid Game is a fictional show. So if you want to know what the show's about, there's a little bit of it. Squid Game is a fictional show that first aired on Netflix on September 17th, 2021. It's a South Korean series where 456 people participate in games to pay off their debts with dangerous consequences. Death. And it's really, niggas was getting whacked. And it's really popular. So popular, actually, that its viral success has a serious impact on pop culture. The show is already Netflix's most watched series ever with over 111 million viewers. It's a lot. Everybody's going crazy over this girl. She is really pretty. That's not a really good picture of her, but there's a lot of pictures. She's like a model. Leading star of the series, Jung Ho Yeon, has gained 20 million Instagram followers in 4 weeks. The account had less than 1 million followers before the show launched. What's her name? Jung Ho Yeon. Yeah, everybody's going crazy over her because they think she's really pretty. Sales of white slip-on Van shoes have increased by 7,800% since the show came out. These shoes are included in the uniform worn on the show and are sure to be a popular Halloween costume this year. So everybody's buying the Vans now that they see in the show.
That's cool. I mean,
do you niggas want to be in the show? Do you niggas want to pay your debt off for your life? Do you guys want to do that? Is that what you want to do?
I wonder what percentage of people would actually survive.
Searches for Dalgona candy recipe featured in the show have dominated Google Trends and TikTok challenges. Yeah, I keep seeing this cookie shit, but I didn't know this shit was from the show. A phone number that characters had to call in the show to join the games was a real phone number, and its owner was receiving so many calls from strangers that Netflix had to edit the number out of the scene. You motherfuckers is crazy. I mean, I guess we all dialed Mike Jones' number at least once back in the day. I mean, I guess we all.
But it actually he had a voicemail play. What was it? I forgot what it said. He actually put something to say. Like,
yeah, I don't remember what it said. I remember that, but I don't remember what it said. So yeah, I'm never gonna watch this show because, like I said about the subtitle thing, that's just not for me. I'm just not gonna read subtitle things. But if you guys are enjoying the show, that's really good. I applaud you guys. I'm waiting for Snowfall to come back. That's what I'm waiting for. Nigga, watch Snowfall. You ain't got Hulu, do you?
I wouldn't watch it either way.
It's a good show. Now, you know, if it's coming from me, you know I don't even watch shows, bro. Well, I showed you a couple clips from it. You was like, damn, that's crazy.
I mean, yeah, but I just don't get into like series and shit. I mean, I do.
I didn't either. I was like,
with my girl, I do, but like I don't really.
I was like, man, what? Yeah, I watched it with my girl. I was like, she wanted to watch it. Who you calling?
Mike Jones.
You remember the number? It's not gonna say nothing. This nigga's calling Mike Jones. Put it on speaker.
It's not valid. It's 281-330-8004, right?
Yeah, good job. You're cultured. I guess you're a cultured man. Congratulations on being cultured. Why would the number still be doing? Why would?
Bro, I don't know, bro. I would have figured that it would, bro.
That was years ago. This nigga said, "I'm calling Mike Jones."
Call Mike Jones.
This nigga's fucking stupid.
I wonder how many people know about that shit, bro. Mike
All right,
Jones,
so this
bro.
was the last two fucked up things I had, in addition to the other things. This was really fucked up. I didn't read this whole thing, but I saw the headline, so I'm gonna read it now. Air Jordan brand chairman, he admitted to killing a teen in 1965. A Nike executive and former Portland Trailblazers president has admitted to killing a teen more than 50 years ago. According to the New York Post, a 72-year-old exec now serving as Jordan Brand's chairman told Sports Illustrated of the 1965 slaying in his corner suite on Nike's campus in Oregon, where he keeps notes signed by Jordan, as well as autographed boxing gloves from Muhammad Ali, and a basketball signed by President Obama. There's no sign of Miller's troubled past, however, which he kept from Nike and NBA officials until just the last few months, confiding in Silver and Jordan that he gunned down an 18-year-old in Philadelphia when he was just 16. This was a really difficult decision for me, Miller said, of revealing his criminal past, because for 40 years I ran from this. I tried to hide this, and I hope that people didn't find out about it. That's all I have. I didn't see anything else about this. I don't know what's going to come of this. I don't know if he's going to get arrested. I don't know if he said the kid's name. I don't know if they didn't say anything about like where the kid, like he killed the kid and the kid was found. They didn't say anything about that. Just says he admitted to killing 18 in 1965, and they don't say why he said it. I don't know if it was some guilty conscience type shit or what, but I thought that was really crazy.
It's probably some guilty conscience type shit.
That's kind of like, well, you didn't see that movie, Judas and the Black Messiah.
No, I saw it.
You saw it?
No, I didn't.
This nigga be lying. I was like, yes, we can talk about it. I got excited.
I'm telling you, man, I would be watching.
You do be watching fucking movies. You just be watching the most random movies ever. Airmail. What the fuck?
The fuck is that?
I don't know. That just sounds like a movie you would watch. Airmail.
That sounds like Air Bud.
I thought I was fucked up though. That's really fucked up.
Yeah, I don't know what to say. But I don't know what could probably happen now. I would imagine.
If you're admitting to killing somebody, you should go to prison. Should you
go
not?
to jail, yeah. Because that person probably had a family, P.
He didn't say what the situation was that led to this.
That person had a family. What the fuck is wrong with me?
Yeah, he didn't say anything about what led to this. I mean, there's probably more news about this if you Google this, like Dave Chappelle said. Just Google it, guys. I think that's really funny when people say just Google it. Because we say that a lot. You probably say that every week.
No, I probably
just Google it. Yes, you do.
I probably
You like, nah, nigga, Google it. Google it. Nah, you
probably don't.
Well, all right, once a month.
Let me Google why Mike Jones' number out of service. That's what I need.
Shut the fuck up. Nobody wants to call Mike Jones number.
I want to call Mike Jones.
Right here, dog. What are you talking about? This nigga said Mike Jones. I want to call him. Just Google it. That's gonna be named this episode. Just Google it. It's just that guy. You know what, motherfucker?
Have a picture of
Since
Google?
you was so adamant about just Googling it, you just named our episode. Thank you, you punk ass motherfucker. Just Google it. That's gonna be the name of this episode.
You should tag his username.
Thanks, motherfucker. We named the episode after you. This is the last thing I have for what's trending. This was in Norway. This made the news a couple days ago. There was a man armed with a bow and arrow. He killed 5 people in Norway, guys. Says a man armed with a bow and arrow killed 5 people in Norway attacks. According to CNN, 5 people were killed and at least 2 others injured during a sprawling attack in the Norwegian town of Kongsberg. The suspected attacker used a bow and arrow. A spokesman for Norway's southeastern police district said he told CNN on Wednesday the suspect is under arrest and believed to have acted alone. He has not yet been questioned. There is no active search for more people. Prayers and condolences to the victim. See, I want to send prayers and condolences to everybody that was killed, because that's some crazy shit. A fucking bow and arrow, bro. That's insane. Like for someone to even have the skill to use, like, just go around and use a bow and arrow and start killing people, that's literally insane, guys. That's like some video game type shit. That's insane. But for real, condolences and prayers to everybody that lost someone in that type of accident.
Condolences,
that's
man.
terrible.
Yeah, I saw the story. Just like, yo, the fuck, this guy's really going around here bow and arrow. They have combat arrows. It's like the higher grade ones, the ones that are actually made out of fucking steel. What? Steel.
See them punk ass cashews over there,
bitch.
Hey guys, here's a question.
Cashews are the best nut.
Cashews or peanuts?
Besides sex.
Cashews or peanuts? You know what? You could just Google it. You can Google that. You can Google.
I'm gonna Google it.
You can Google what do people prefer, cashews or peanuts?
Best rated nut. They gonna say sex, the first one.
Best rated nut. Just Google it. Don't lie. Now I'm gonna have to do my own Google because you probably typed in some shit to fit your
most popular nuts. My name probably on here.
What? Think I said about this.
Macadamias, pecans.
We talking about
hazelnuts,
specifically
walnuts, pistachio,
cashews,
almonds, cashews. Oh fuck, damn it.
What? Peanuts number 1.
Peanuts number 1.
Yes. Thank you.
Cashews number 2 though.
Just Google it. I knew peanuts were gonna be favored over.
Baby,
cashews.
that's probably because they fucking like. That's because they are the oldest fucking nut. That's probably why them these fucking old ass
nigga.
Cashews.
Why did you do that?
That's what I wanted. That's because I want people to see. Y'all ain't gonna look at the brand though.
If there was a mic disturbance, guys, sorry. He slammed the cashews on the table,
yeah,
and now he's gonna eat them and be crunching and munching. Do you like crunching much?
What the fuck is that?
A snack.
No. Fuck is that?
It's a snack. It's called crunching munch.
You like Kit Kats?
Yeah. Okay. They're not the best candy, like best chocolate, like how you be saying.
Kit Kats are the best candy in the world.
Crunching munch. Just.
Kit Kats are the best candy in the world.
No, the fuck is not.
So what is them, bitch? What?
Reese's or Snickers.
Get the fuck out of here.
Never had this crunching munch? And nigga Ryan like that shit. This nigga Ryan is like, what you got over there? Shit, crunching munch. This nigga Ryan loves some crunching munch. That's all we got for what's trending, guys. I want to give out a RIP because we always separate the RIPs for what's trending. Producer D Hill. You've heard his songs. When the beat starts, it'd be like D Hill. No,
can't remember.
Not familiar. You've heard it. He is famous for his beats. Life is Good, Future, Desires, Future and Drake. Life is Good remix. I Don't Want to Break Up, Future and Lil Uzi Vert. Life is Good, Lil Wayne. First and Third, Lil Marlo. He's a very famous producer in hip hop, bro. But he passed away, man. I didn't see what the cause of death was, but I want to send rest in peace to D Hill. Because I've heard a lot of his beats. There's one beat in particular that's in my head, but I can't think of what song it is. Like his producer tag, it says D Hill, and then the beat starts playing, but I can't think of what fucking song it is. I think it's an XXX song. I'm not sure. But for a rest in peace to him, man. I didn't see what the cause of death was, like I said, but rest in peace to D Hill, man. And condolences to his friends and family, guys. I have one Would You Rather scenario. Well, two now for you guys. First one is, would you rather eat cashews or peanuts? You can leave that in the comments below.
Fucking cashews. Y'all better say cashews.
And I'm not talking about the peanuts that are unshelled. I'm talking about the peanuts that are in shell where you got to break open to get the nut out of there. I'm talking about those, like them peanuts.
So you're saying those are some cashews? Yeah, you're fucking tweaking,
because they're
bro.
roasted and salted.
You're fucking tweaking, bro. You're tweaking, man.
I'm not gonna say what I was gonna say, but
you're fucking tweaking.
Go ahead, grab one. Grab one.
I don't want to grab those
way
nuts.
Better.
I don't want to grab those nuts.
You're tripping. All right, this is the would you rather I have. You get 3 ABC answer. So you're gonna pick between A, B, and C, okay? Would you rather have A, 800 credit score, B, $100,000 cash, or C, be debt free? This is Hot Freestyles Instagram. I want to give them credit. They posted this. Hot
$100,000.
$100,000 cash.
My credit is actually pretty good, so it's not 800, but it's pretty close.
I'm already debt free, so
that too. Well, no, I got a little bit of debt, but it's not bad. It's just credit cards, because you'd have to count that as
you owe me.
I don't owe you shit, bitch.
800 credit score, $1,000 cash. Damn, I don't want to be a nigga, but
281
so I don't want to be a nigga. I don't want to give a nigga answer.
What you mean? To get the money?
Yeah.
Well, all right, that's more for me. $200K for me then, bitch.
I'll take the $100,000 cash.
Bro, you can get an 800 credit score. It's just takes time.
You can just repair your credit with $100,000, couldn't you? You can repair your credit and get an 800.
You could do that.
Yeah. Could do that. I'm taking B. I think we're both taking B. What do you guys say? 800 credit score, $100,000 cash, or be debt free? I know a lot of you guys out there might have a lot of student loan debt. So if you say debt free, I'm riding with you. Or if you got $100,000, maybe you can pay it off.
That's true. Because if you have more than 100K, then damn. I know dentists, like healthcare professionals. Yeah,
they still paying this shit off.
That shit is like $400K,
and they've been a dentist for 30 years, and they still paying it off. So I'm not making that's fucked up. I shouldn't make a joke about that. But yeah, music. We have a pretty short music segment. I only have 2 things, then we'll get to sports.
It better be short.
That Q&A.
Hurry up! Come on.
Fetty Wap
What?
He is dropping an album. What year was that, man, that Fetty Wap had that run? I'm trying to look it up.
20.
I think it was 2015. I think. He is 30 years old now. Willie Jr. Maxwell. I think the last time we talked about Fetty Wap was, unfortunately, where his daughter passed recently.
Oh, yeah.
Which was fucked up. 2015 was when that album came out. Singles, Trap Queen, that came out 2014. Then that was the number 2 song.
Trap Queen?
Yeah. 679. Why don't I remember 679? I don't remember that.
Oh,
one.
with what's that dude's name?
Says Remy Boys.
Yeah,
Remy
yeah,
Boys?
yeah.
My Way. Who can forget My Way? Featuring Monty again. Yeah, 2015. Yo, this nigga, he had a nice little run, bro. In 2015, he had a nice little streak. But yeah, he is releasing a new album.
Those were some hits.
I remember they was playing that shit that entire summer. If there was TikTok back then, this nigga would have fucking took that shit over.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Ew, nasty. Excuse me, guys. The album is called Butterfly Effect. Do you think? No. You already know what I'm gonna ask. Do you think it'll be possible for him to have any type of success near to what he had back then?
No.
No? Well, we gotta be optimistic. Let's give him some love. Let's show him some love.
Sorry, but I don't think so. Is there any snippets that he posted that we could base
I think, well, he has TikTok now, so if he has some really catching songs, no, I didn't see any snippets. If he has some catchy songs on his album, he could do it. And it's been, what, 6 years? I think motherfuckers want to hear some new shit, because motherfuckers know this motherfucker was on a run 6 years ago. Motherfuckers know that. A lot of these kids might not know that, like, on TikTok and shit now. A lot of you niggas might not know.
Because, Fetty Wap was pretty big. He had a pretty good run during that time.
Yeah.
Everybody's bumping his shit.
Butterfly Effect. Oh, it's coming out this Friday. Actually,
oh, for real?
Yeah, actually, this Friday. I'll probably skim through it. Yeah. I'll go to the songs that have the stars next to them. Those are the singles, usually. Shout out Fetty Wap, man. I want to see what comes of this, because I actually want to see this brother do something again. I actually want to see that happen. That's the album cover right there, the Butterfly. He posted it. I think the other album cover was hard with his eye missing. The one where he had his hand over it, that was pretty hard. I mean, that was hard. That was a hard album cover. The one with his eyes missing. That, I'm not trying to make a joke. I'm being serious. So that album cover was hard. I gotta look it up now, because this nigga think I'm trying to be funny. I'm not trying to be funny. So that wasn't a hard album cover. Look, that's not hard. This nigga don't want to look. That's not a hard album cover. He put it on there. He did it,
bro.
This nigga right here. All right, next thing I have, Currency, one of our favorite rappers. He's definitely one of my favorite rappers of all time. Did I have anything that I skipped? No, it's not. Currency, he has been teasing music with legendary producer Jermaine Dupri. I'm gonna play some of the snippets here, what he's been doing.
Oh, he has snippets.
Yeah, they've been putting snippets out, him and Jermaine Dupri. The legendary producer Jermaine Dupri. If you guys don't know who Jermaine Dupri is,
might be too
just
young.
Google it.
Might be too young.
I don't know.
They might be too young if they don't know who Jermaine Dupri is.
This nigga Currency's doing his thing, bro. This nigga Currency, man. This nigga Currency, man. He got it.
Special, but I can leave in like 30 seconds flat. Accelerated at the cross street.
That one sounds hard. That beat is nice.
I can leave in like 30 seconds flat. Accelerated at the cross street. That's what she loved.
That's smooth.
Fitness slide to the shop and my shit. With some rims on it and some knock in the bitch. I got a roll, ain't no stopping for a bitch. Like they rock.
Hey man,
this nigga Currency.
Currency, man. Shout out to Currency, man. Currency is one of the most consistent rappers in the game.
From where the cameras never come. How old was you when you seen your
sounds some crit shit.
That brother always bless my Air Force Ones. I had
the beat.
At the magic, finish magic.
Sounds some crit stuff.
What that beat? I like some of these beats that Jermaine is giving him. I think this started from there was a tape this year that Currency put out, and he named the song Jermaine Dupri. He named it that song, and Jermaine Dupri showed him love for that, and he was like, I gotta get in the studio with this nigga now. That's what he was saying. I think Currency has that clip of him saying that. But I think this would be a really good combination. I definitely want to hear what's gonna come out of this.
That first one sounded real hard though.
Yeah, that first one was really nice. I don't see here. I think this nigga deleted it from his page. But yeah, he's posting a lot of pictures. But oh, here it is right here. I think it's that same one.
When it's drizzling, the feel alive. Raindrops can't put out the fire. Millionaire Louis frames on my eyes. Had to take.
Yeah, he was telling that story. Like, this nigga named a song after me. And I had put on Twitter, I had tweeted, I was like, whatever these niggas is about to do, that shit is going to be legendary. Because the songs that they posting them shit sound really nice.
Sound smooth.
And I tagged Jermaine Dupri and Currency in it. And Jermaine Dupri saw it. And he retweeted it and liked it. So shout out Jermaine Dupri, man. Because he's a legend. Like I said, if you don't know who Jermaine Dupri is, I don't know what to tell you. But just Google it, guys. So yeah, he gave me a retweet. So hopefully it went to his 1 million followers. And they saw our podcast. So, thanks, Jermaine.
Hopefully.
Thanks, Jermaine. You're a legend. Thanks, man. Yeah, shout out to Jermaine Dupri. Oh, yeah. Currency and Jermaine Dupri. We're going to see what they do. Hopefully, it comes out this year.
That'd be cool. A little project for Christmas.
What do they call it?
Dupri time?
Oh, I think they like me. This nigga said Dupri time. Dupri time. That's funny. That's all we have for music, guys. We're going to get to sports now because these niggas is acting up. Well, Kyrie's not. So I guess we'll start there with NBA news. We talked about Kyrie Irving's vaccination situation last week. Kodak Black is live. You think he's doing some nut shit? Let's see.
You know what I'm saying?
That is already done some nut shit from him saying that. It's already something stupid. This nigga right here. All right, Kyrie Irving. We talked about his vaccination situation. He does not want to get vaccinated. What? That's this nigga stupid. Kodak. I fuck with Kodak. That's my guy. But
Idiot,
from
bro.
that, just clicking on that live and hearing that is something stupid. And he's always sitting in pitch black. He's always in the fucking dark.
Bro, that's his name.
Ooh.
He has to. That's part of it.
I didn't think about that. Look at you, thinking on your feet. If you don't know who Kodak Black is, just Google it. What do I have here? Kyrie, right? Kyrie finally responded. Stephen A. Smith, you've been doing a lot, bro. You've been doing a little bit too much, brother. I'm starting to get on Brandon's. I'm starting to agree with Brandon, man. Stephen A. He be doing a lot because Brandon. I don't think Brandon's ever liked Stephen A.
I just don't.
I fucked with Stephen A. for a good minute, but recently Stephen A. has been on he's been having a lot of bad takes recently, man. And he's been attacking Kyrie for this situation, which I don't agree with, for attacking his man and saying he's selfish just because of something that he doesn't want to do. But that's everybody has their own opinion on this Kyrie situation. But Kyrie finally responded. He did an Instagram live, I believe, last week. It was about 20 minutes long. I'm not gonna play the whole thing, of course. I think I have like a minute clip, maybe it's like 30 seconds clip of what he was saying. So I'll play it here. Let me see.
Revolve around this and that, and yo, you gonna lose out on money, and you gonna lose out on this. Like, so what? It's not about the money, baby. It's not always about the money. It's about choosing what's best for you. You think I really want to lose money? You think I really want to give up on my dream to go after a championship? You think I really just want to give up my job? You think I really just want to sit at home and not go after the things with my teammates that I've been able to grow with, to learn that it takes sacrifice in this space? Because we could be easily at home chilling with our families, but we're choosing to go out there and perform. You know, and even in that job, like that's a dream come true. I've been working on that since I was in 4th grade. You think I want to give up my livelihood because of a mandate? Because I don't have accommodations? Because I'm unvaccinated? Come on. I'm not going to be used as a person in this agenda. You know, like I'm not need to revolve around this and that.
Why the fuck is Instagram doing that now? When you click on the video, it brings it up bigger. But he said some stuff about Stephen A. He didn't say Stephen A. by name, but you can tell he was clearly talking about Stephen A. He was like, you calling me selfish and you guys are puppets and all this type of shit. But Kyrie, I understand all that. You don't want to give up. You don't want to lose money, and you don't want to give up your livelihood. Because I think tonight is going to be the first game check he loses, which is about 400 racks, so, roughly.
Damn.
But Kyrie, because I said this in my little video I put on my sports channel. What you gonna do then, nigga? What you gonna do? If you don't want to lose money and you don't want to give up your livelihood and you want to play and you want to go out for a championship, because the Brooklyn Nets have a great chance to win a championship. They had a great chance last year until Kyrie Irving got hurt. And you don't want to take the vaccine, what you gonna do? What you gonna do?
Now, he doesn't want to let down his teammates, but
what you gonna do then?
just I don't know, bro. It's his choice, man. It's his choice at the end of the day. I don't know what to say on that.
It's kind of it's like
Double-edged sword.
a lot of people were saying like, all right, Kyrie, that kind of got nowhere. Everything that he said, and I kind of at first I didn't agree with people saying that, but then the more I saw it, I'm like, you know what, they kind of right, because it's like he kept saying all that, but it's like, okay, so what you gonna do then, nigga? You don't want to get the vaccine, but you want to play basketball. You don't want to lose money. So what you gonna do? Because you can't have both.
He wants accommodation.
You can't have both. He also said that he was told by the league that he wasn't gonna have to be forced to take the vaccine. I don't know how true that is.
If that's true, shit, that's not on him then.
If they did tell him that, I wouldn't have believed that. I wouldn't have believed that if I was him. I would not have believed that. Oh, we're not gonna force it. I wouldn't have believed that shit at all.
They shouldn't have said that if they did say that.
That's what he said, but I don't know. I don't know what Kyrie's gonna do. It's just I don't know what to tell this nigga. I'm just like, bro, I don't know. I mean, tonight you finna lose that first check, and I don't know what 400 racks is to Kyrie, but I know to me I'd take it. Should I go play? Where is that, in Milwaukee? Throw me out there with Giannis and KD. I'll be fucking up. Said I'm not great at basketball, but I could do a little something. But I'll be so nervous.
He's trash.
KD, fucking ball go away. Harden. I'll probably be calling niggas names too before I pass the ball. KD.
Stupid as fuck.
How do you think you'll do? I need to be
terrible. I don't hoop at all.
What if they was like, all right, Brandon, we're gonna give you 5 minutes. We need you to get at least one basket in 5 minutes, even if it's a free throw.
I'm gonna be looking for a way out so I don't embarrass myself.
So we giving you we get 6 fouls. Would you jump in front of Giannis in the paint? Take a charge. Hey, Brandon, we need you to go out there and take a charge.
Over Giannis?
We need you to go out there and take a charge.
How tall is Giannis?
7 feet, 6'11".
Yeah, all right.
We need you to go out there and take a charge.
Yeah, all right.
I don't know what Kyrie's gonna do, man. All jokes aside, I don't know what this nigga's gonna do. They saying the Nets might trade this nigga. They probably tired of talking about this shit, as well as the next guy we gonna talk about in a second. But I don't know what y'all gonna do. If y'all gonna trade the man, wherever you trade him, I mean, he's still gonna have to get the vaccine no matter where it goes. I think the vaccination rate for the NBA last month was 95%. And that was my thing about Kyrie, because he was saying in the IG Live, he was like, I don't understand.
Did you watch the whole thing?
I did, because when I made the video, I wanted to put the most important pieces in the video I made.
Okay.
Of what he said. He was saying like, I don't understand. I do so much good for my community. I do so much good for people, and people are saying all this crazy stuff because I don't want to take a vaccine. Kyrie, you are in the 5% of the NBA that's not vaccinated. You are a superstar, and no matter what you do, people are going to talk about you until the end of time. No matter what you do. And you're part of the 5% of the NBA that's not vaccinated, and you're a star in the league. That's why they're talking about it. And what does the NBA and ESPN and everybody love? Drama. They love drama. They love this whole story about you not being vaccinated, not being with the team. They eat off this shit. That's their job.
Yeah.
So I don't understand why he doesn't understand that. But you can't tell people how to react to things, like we always say. So whatever he feels, that's what he feels. But I don't know. It's just kind of contradicting, because he doesn't want to take the vaccine and he doesn't want to lose money. So it's like, okay, what you going to do, brother? You can't have both. So you got to make a decision. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. Hopefully it's resolved by next week. I think something's going to happen now, because the season's starting tonight. First game, I think it's going to come on actually right now in a few minutes, actually. The Nets and the Milwaukee Bucks. So I think hopefully it's resolved this week. We'll see. Ben Simmons, he was at practice today. Why you looked at me when I said Ben Simmons?
I was like, yo, this guy.
Ben Simmons, that's his name.
That's what I'm saying. Yo, Ben.
He was gone from the team for a while. He had a very big, disappointing playoff performance last year against the Hawks. I think it was the Hawks. There was reports that in Game 7, he tried, between his teammates, that he tried to fake like he was sick before Game 7. This is from his teammates. He returned to Philadelphia. I think in the past week they were trying to resolve the situation. He went to practice today. Says Doc Rivers, coach of the 76ers, if you don't know, he asked Ben Simmons to join the defensive drill today. Simmons refused. Rivers asked again. Simmons said no again. Rivers then told Simmons he should go home, and Simmons dropped the ball and left. That is the story. From Complex Sports.
Wait, but I thought it was yesterday he was...
I mean, he just came back yesterday, and he had the sweatpants on with the phone in his pocket.
So that was yesterday?
Yeah, today is when he got... he was kicked out of practice today, and he has been suspended by the team today for what he did today.
Damn.
He's been suspended by the team, and he will not play in their season opener. I don't even know who these niggas play. But yeah, Doc Rivers asked him to join the drill. He said no. He asked him again. Doc Rivers said, "You should leave then. You're a distraction." Joel Embiid actually said something today about what Ben Simmons said. I like Joel. Joel's cool. But yeah, he was like, they asked him about it.
But at this point, I don't care about that man, honestly. He does whatever he wants. That's not my job. That's those guys' jobs. I'm only focused on trying to make the team better, win some games, play hard every night, try to lead, the guys that we have here. And I'm sure they feel the same way because, our chemistry has been excellent, despite, everything that's been happening the last few.
So basically, in a nutshell, nigga, our chemistry has been good without you, nigga. Fuck you. Do what you want to do.
Pretty much. I don't know how you can interpret it any way other than that, but that's pretty much what he's saying.
Yeah, he's been suspended. I think at this point now, they going to have to let him go. Just let him go. Just trade him.
Do you think any other team would undertake him?
Yeah, somebody would. There's teams that would need him with his caliber, with some of the things that he can do. I don't think he's that great of a player, but I think there's teams that would take him. Yeah, I mean, as far as his attitude and his willingness to play for you, that's another thing. Cause,
well, then again, it might just go flip flop like Blake Griffin.
What you mean?
Flip flop. As far as attitude, he just might want to just get out of there.
Why you say Blake Griffin?
Because he's balling out.
What, with the Nets?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because he didn't. Yeah, when he was with Detroit.
Yeah,
he would. Yeah. Because some niggas ain't gonna play for a team.
Like, bro, I haven't seen Blake Griffin dunk in years.
Yeah, some niggas ain't gonna. They not gonna give effort to a team they don't want to play for. I see what you're saying. Yeah, a lot of niggas ain't gonna do that. But just trade the man at this point, man. Just trade him. With Kyrie, I don't know, but that is just a lot of drama. The season starts tonight. I'm just ready for the season to start. It's good. NBA is back. This is the best time of year when NBA and NFL at the same time. To me, that's just my opinion.
And because leaves turn different colors. It's fall.
Oh, fuck all that fall shit.
Such a bitch.
All right, guys. This is the. Excuse me. Let me do this Deontay Wilder shit first. Then I'll do the sad story. Where is it at?
There we go. With this
Deontay Wilder has spoken for the first time since his loss to Tyson Fury. There was a video that came out of Tyson Fury after the fight, the trilogy, the third fight. Tyson Fury tried to walk over to Deontay Wilder, and the camera's in their face. I don't know why it was released that night, but it was a couple days later. He was like, "Nah, I ain't got no respect for you, bro. I ain't got no respect to you. Fuck all that." I sent that to you, right?
Yeah,
He's like, "Yeah, I ain't got no respect for you. Fuck all that." He went to Instagram, and he said, "Wow, what a hell of a night. I would like to first and foremost thank God for allowing me to give the world another part of me that has driven me with a passion and determination. I would like to thank my team and my fans for sticking by my side through this long process. I would be lying if I said that I wasn't disappointed in the outcome. I got my ass whooped, but after reflecting on..." He did say that. He said on the outcome, "But after reflecting on my journey, I now see what God..." Deontay, don't hurt me. "I now see what God wanted me to experience is far greater than what I expected to happen. We didn't know. Fuck you, Deontay. I'll fight you. We did get the win, but a wise man once said that victories are within the lessons." No, I wouldn't. I'm just adding my own shit here. I wouldn't fight him. Well, if he says something to me and he... I mean, I'd have to. He's like, "Nigga, your girl, my girl now." I'd have to. Yeah, I used to call your girl Cola back in the day. I'd have to. Where was I? Already, bro, the fuck I was at. I've learned that sometimes you have to lose to win. I've learned that sometimes I have to lose to win. Although I wanted to win, I enjoyed seeing the fans win for blah, blah, blah. Did he thank Tyson here? Hopefully we prove, blah, blah, blah. Last but not least, I would like to congratulate at Gypsy King 101 for his victory and thank you for the great historical moments that will last forever. He thanked him.
The fuck out of here. The fuck out of here. He only thanked him because he wanted another fight.
I know Deontay will fuck me up, guys. I'm just saying, if I was in the situation and I had to, I'd have to. I'm not gonna be like, no, don't hurt me. Come on, no, man. I'm not gonna do all that. I'm not gonna do all that. Probably deep down in my head, I'd probably be saying that, but I wouldn't act like that in front of everybody.
I'm not ready, no.
Yeah, you can't be no bitch in front of your girl. So, yeah.
You can't.
That was good. It was a good fight, though. I enjoyed it.
It was a good fight. He has nothing to be ashamed of but his act after not giving him respect. That you should be ashamed of.
But Tyson, remember he was in his face, he was like, "You fucking bitch." Remember he called him a bitch?
Stop acting like a little bitch. That's what you mean, bro. You saying the fact, right?
Fucking bitch. If a man called me a bitch in my face, while they're fucking got the camera on my face, I'm probably not gonna respect them either. But yeah, see, y'all fought 3 times. You gotta respect your opponent. All that good sport shit. I know.
Fucking 3 times, bro.
I know. Okay, you got it. You won.
Yeah.
All right, guys. This is the sad
Get the
story.
fuck out of here.
This is the sad story I have here, guys. It's pretty sad, man. I feel for this guy. No, not really. I don't.
Oh, I was about to say, what the fuck is this guy?
There is a guy. He had. If you don't know how sports betting works, you put money down and you bet on sports games. But there's a guy. He had a couple parlays. Now, a parlay is like a bet where you have like a collection of things that have to go right in order for you to win your money. So he had an 11-pick parlay. You know what? It was just announced first that he only had an 11-pick parlay. The second one came out later. So the 11-pick parlay he had, it was NFL. He had the Chiefs winning yesterday, Colts, Ravens, Sunday. Chiefs, Colts, Ravens, Bengals, Rams, Packers, Cardinals, Cowboys, Raiders, Steelers. So 11 pick. He got the first 10 right. So with that being said, if you don't know how parlays work, the last pick he had was the Bills. The Bills didn't play till Monday night. So he got those 10 right on Sunday. So with that being said, they'll give you a cash out option because you got those first 10 right. You guys want to know what his cash out option was for getting the first 10 right? $92,466.90.
From $1,000 bet.
From $1,000 that he put in on this 11-pick parlay. If he lets it ride, the Bills had to win Monday night. And if they did, his payout would be $145,987.35. So that was the first bet. Came out a couple hours for the game. This motherfucker had 2 parlays. The second one was an 8-pick point spread. And the last thing he needed was the Bills to win by 6 points. You know what that cash out option was? $92,709.52. With a potential payout if the Bills covered $194,674. So his whole payout was $340,000 if the Bills won and they won by 6. Before the game, I'm going to say it again, he had 2 cash out options of $92,000. 2. Not 1, but 2. If you don't know what 2 means, Google it. This was that was
a pretty good one.
This is from Bleacher Report's betting Instagram. They post bets like this all the time. People DM them and they put this out. They asked him what he was gonna do. He said, "I haven't cashed out yet. Both bets are still open." You guys know what he did? He let both of them ride. Now, if you're asking me, I don't have much experience with sports betting, but what I would have done was at least cash one out. I would have took $92,000 and I would have let the other one ride. I would have cashed out that point spread one and let the other one ride. That's just me. Do you agree, Mr. DeJoy?
Yeah.
You would have took one?
I would have took one at least.
Now, if you watched the game last night, you know what the end result was. At halftime, guys, his cash out options went up to $104,643.03. And the other one, $99,358.55. You know what he did? He didn't cash out. You guys know what happened last night? It was 34-31. I think it was like 30 seconds left. The Bills are in a 4th and 1 situation where they went for a quarterback sneak. Instead of kicking the field goal to tie the game, go to overtime, Josh Allen slipped at the line of scrimmage after he got the snap, and they did not get it, and the Bills lost the game. This guy lost everything. He didn't get anything. He didn't cash out anything. He put in $2,000. I think the one bet was $1,000. The other bet was $1,100. He put in. He didn't get anything, guys. He lost everything. At this end, it says the cash out was close to. They both got one of the cash outs highest got to $105,000. The other one was $104,000. Was the highest they both got up to. $105,000, $104,000. He got nothing. They DM'd him. They said, "I'm so sorry." He said, "It's all good." With the little bustle. No, it's not all good, brother.
That man's sick.
They said, "You didn't cash out or nothing?" He said, "Nothing. Nothing." He got absolutely nothing, guys. So that was a sad story I wanted to share with you guys because I'm just like, Jesus Christ, bro. Why didn't you just cash out one? You could have just cashed out one. Like, just cash out one. Motherfuckers be greedy. Greed got the best of them. Greed definitely got the best of them. But I understand, like, you want 340,000. But it's like, brother, you got 92. And literally, all you have to do, if you don't know how to use these apps, you just click the button. It says cash out and it gives you the money. You just click the button and it goes into your account. And then from that, you can get that shit wire transferred to your bank account. Literally. No taxes. You ain't gotta. I think for an amount that big, you don't have to worry about that till tax time. He got nothing. I don't feel sorry for him because he got greed. Shout out to the Bills. That was a good game last night.
You changed that bet.
It was good. Yeah, it was a good game. Yeah, I ain't gonna tell them all that, but just know your boy came out on top yesterday. I did. Yeah, because I'm smart. I'm not dumb like him. But if I was in that situation, I don't think I wouldn't have let that happen.
I wouldn't
have let that happen. That's the thing. That's all we got for sports, guys. If you don't know what 2 means, Google it.
That was funny.
This nigga gave me props on the joke. Yeah, dab me up.
This
nigga hates me. He always be hating my jokes. We can do this Q&A real quick because it's not really a long question like that. We're going to move to the Q&A segment, guys. Again, if you have anything you want us to debate, please send us an email to socialjunkiepod@gmail.com. Did the Braves win? Fuck, this nigga Ryan just texted me. Damn, they up 5-2. Damn it. Come on, Dodgers. Come on. Damn, the Astros up 2 on the Red Sox. Come on, Dodgers. What the fuck y'all doing? He said, look, you see the faces he sent me?
What?
The faces he sent me. I already know what that meant. That the Braves are winning.
Nah, that's not what that meant.
You know how when your homie texts you something, you know what it means?
Nah, nope.
Yes, you do. This nigga be lying. Socialjunkiepod@gmail.com if you have a question you want to send us. This question specifically was he commented. He commented this. I almost said it wrong. I almost said it. Commented.
This nigga thinking about Rich Homie Quan.
Charlamagne said that he thought Rich Homie Quan was going to outlast Young Thug when they were both at their peak. I could kind of see that.
I could kind of see that, yeah.
Rich Homie had a run too.
Yeah, he did too. Rich Homie had a run too, bro.
He had a run. You just never know how shit's gonna go sometimes. Even like with the Hot Boys and Juvenile, because Juvenile was always the man that Lil Wayne just took off. You just never know how shit's gonna go.
Yeah.
You just never know. Like I said, this gentleman actually put this question. I think we interviewed this guy. What? I think we did. It's 2K Dre. Did we interview a guy named Dre in the streets?
I don't know.
I think this is a guy. I could be wrong. But he commented this on our video. He didn't give much context. Maybe I should have asked him more questions. But I told him I would write it down for next week's episode. But he said, "Hey, I got a good topic that I'm low key debating on right now." It's not a hard question, like I said. He said, "Okay, so would you rather get your car first or your house first, and why?" That's the question. Why you're eating nuts? This nigga's eating nuts. He got nuts in his mouth, guys. I should have asked him more context. Like, what's your situation? What are you trying to do? Like, do you live alone? Do you have a girl?
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Okay, speak, brother.
The first situation, there's definitely a fucking cost difference between the two. Definitely probably get the car out the way first. Get something reliable that's gonna last. Not something like flashy if you're into that kind of stuff. Because we don't know how long a Dodge Charger gonna fucking last. Something reliable and just get your house after, because it just less money up front. Pay it off. Don't do any payments. It's best to just buy a car. Don't buy it new, because then you're not hit with the fucking factor of depreciation as soon as you drive off the lot. Get it used. Get all your reports and whatnot on it. And then fucking get it used. Pay it off. You don't want payments, because at the end of the day, they'll charge you that interest on it after X amount of time. Even if you get a deferred interest, you'll still get X amount of time to pay off. And sometimes they rape you on the monthly payments. I know people that got like $700 a month payment. We're talking about like $400. Even $400 is a lot. So if you can, save up and pay off the car first. Do that, and then start putting down toward the house. And then, even if you do a mortgage on the house, probably the amount that you probably have to put down maximum if you want to get a good rate is $20,000 to $100,000. Not $10,000 to $20,000. So it only makes sense to just get that out. Do that second. So that's just what I think.
Broke it down for you, 2K Dre.
It just doesn't make any sense. Like, why would you want to hold off on the car? The more expensive out of these two is going to be the house. And you're going to need a car, unless you really got a car right now that you can you can afford to keep for that time up that you spent to rack up that 10 to 20K to put down payment on the house, because you're not going to save up the full amount for the house. Nobody's going to do that. People just don't got it like that. I mean, unless you do got it like that.
You're a baller.
But, and even if you're a baller, you wouldn't do that. It wouldn't make any fiscal sense to do that. It only makes sense to take that money and do a mortgage and then rent out each property and then do
I
it
think
that
most
way.
millionaires are buying their houses cash. I think most niggas are buying their houses cash.
I don't know.
I mean, I'm not 100% sure, but I would assume. I mean, if you got it, like, you got millions.
Most of us ain't millionaires like that. So I guess, I mean,
I think
in our situation.
I think the simple answer is how you
Get the
gonna
car.
get to your house without the car?
I mean, unless they have a car that lasts that much. I mean, that lasts that much, but that is pretty funny. That's funny. This guy.
I'm just joking, man.
Get the car first. Get the car first. Get that out the way, and then do the house.
All right, great.
It only
A
makes
lot
sense.
of you people, man, I have a lot of conversation. You with friends, man. A lot of you guys are so trying to rush getting a house. You niggas don't know how much maintenance and shit comes with having a house. It ain't like having an apartment, guys, where you can go and put in a little maintenance request and they come and they fix your stove and they fix your refrigerator.
Yeah.
Everything is on you.
Yeah.
If something breaks, it is on you. If you don't have a family to where you got a fucking 4-bedroom house, there's no reason for you to have a 4-bedroom house and you live by yourself. It just doesn't make financial sense. And paying them, it doesn't make sense.
I'm gonna break it down like this. There's always a cost associated with something. So if you're not handy,
Yeah.
with tools and all the kind of stuff to do stuff to that level, I'm telling you, you're going to be paying a lot. Even when you go and get a house, you have to get inspection done. You have to see if everything is good with that. Everything that needs to get, because more than likely, sometimes a house needs stuff, you know, unless you're willing to shell up, you know, down here in Georgia, upwards for a decent area, 250 to and upwards for a decent area,
I think
like a single family house.
I think it's just better just to rent until you really
Until you're ready, right?
Until you got like a reason. Because even if you're a handyman and shit needs to be fixed, you don't have to spend money out your pocket to go fix the shit. And that shit is a lot of times the shit is expensive.
We're talking landscaping. We're talking about like if you need AC done. We're talking about like, let alone some costs associated with that. AC units per piece, because sometimes one unit operates just one floor, and if you have multiple floors, it's per floor is about fucking, I think 4K or something, 4 or something K. If you got to get another roof, that's 10K minimum. 10K minimum. If you got to get new flooring and all that kind of stuff, then on top of that, you got to put furniture in there, because who the fuck wants to come over your house and you don't got shit in there but a mattress? The fuck you gonna do then?
Boy,
So there's a cost associated to everything that you got to take everything in steps. You can't just go ahead and rush this thing. You're gonna have a house but nothing in it, or the stuff is gonna go wrong and you don't know how to fix it, and then you gotta pay somebody to do it. It doesn't make any sense. Everybody, what I'm gonna tell you now, everybody has these stages in life where they accomplish stuff. It's not according to who's around you. Who cares if this next person has a house? Who cares if the next person is doing this? Just worry about you. You focusing on other people and all that kind of stuff. It's just not. It doesn't help. It doesn't help you mentally. It doesn't. It puts stresses on you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm what, 29. I'm 29 years old.
Stick out of tape.
I'm 29 years old. I turned 29 2 months ago. A lot of people
What day?
our age, don't worry about that.
I already know. Stick it right here. A lot of niggas be competing. Don't compete with your niggas.
I don't have much to my name. Like, I'm not even done with college, and I'm still going through it. But there are days where I sit here and I think about, well, at this age, everybody's already established in their field. I have days where I think about that, but me doing that, what is that going to help me as far as my coursework now? What is that going to do for me as far as my future? What is me thinking about what I could have done or what I should, what everybody else is doing, how that is going to affect, how does that affect me?
All right.
The answer is it doesn't. It shouldn't. Everybody has their own timeline, and if you keep going forward with your future and don't worry about what everybody else says and tune all that out, you're going to be fine. If you just stop, if you decide to just stop and just say, you know what, fuck it, you're going to go these next 5 years without a house, or these next 10 years without a house if you stop right now. So it doesn't matter. It's as long as you get done,
Yeah, there's no need to rush, guys, because I know a lot of people that's rushing. There's at least 2 guys I know that are very close friends of mine that I've known for over 10 years that are like rushing to get a house, and there's no need to rush, man. And neither one of these niggas got families. They both got kids that they take care of, and one of them like have kids, but you guys don't have like families. I just don't see the need to do that unless you like to get a house. I mean, if you want it and you got it, do it. If that's something that you have like on your bucket list, like I want to get my own house. I don't give a fuck. I'm single. If that's what you want to do, then cool. But
the main thing is stop comparing yourself to other people.
For real.
Like don't compare timelines. Don't compare that kind of stuff. It does not matter. What is me getting a house before Joe Blow, who the fuck it is? What does that accomplish? It doesn't like it. Like do you bring this up in conversation? Oh, I got a house before this age. I mean that's cool, but everybody has their timeline. You know, it's really not a big deal if you get it at 30 years old. It's not a big deal if you get it at 35. It just shows that you took your time to do this kind of thing, and that's what it is. This is a fucking house. We're talking about something that's something. It's not something that's small. It's something big. It's owns. It's yours. You're making payments, or whether you pay cash, the equity that it builds. This is yours.
Right.
Because when you're getting a house, you project it to incur some sort of cost over time. I mean value over time. So you're not going to get it just to want it to depreciate. So why would you want to rush that kind of process? It just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
So
definitely the car first, so you have a way to get to your house.
Yep.
So
Get that car first.
Yeah.
Just like I said, just get a car first, man. I'm just like I like cars and all that kind of stuff, but you want to get something that's gonna last you. You can get like a fancy car later on in your life, or later on to when you set. But if you really set on getting a house, it probably get a car that's gonna give you minimal issues, minimal problems, and that you can go X amount of time, then get the house, then maybe get upgrading to something else. So yeah, that's just what I think.
We broke it down for you, brother, so we better not see you out here making the wrong decisions. Alright? Nigga, you done grew up. This nigga broke it down. What? You ain't see me and I was like this?
No.
Well, yeah, this nigga grew up.
Oh, look at you.
10 years ago, would you have... No. Yeah, 10 years ago, would you have given the same answer? You probably would have given the same answer, but you probably wouldn't have broke it down like that. You probably would have said the same answer.
I probably would have given the same answer.
10 years ago, at 19. Just like how you broke it down.
To be honest with you, I wasn't really dumb when I was that young too. I learned. You learn. I definitely don't see, and me and P, I think P too. I definitely don't think we were like to how people are nowadays. Because kids nowadays, y'all are dumb as a sack of fucking bricks, bro. Some people just don't have like a worth a damn of sense.
This nigga is wrong.
I'm just saying, I'm being real. Like some people don't have no sense. They have no sense of independence. You don't know what you need to do. I'm not saying the person who sent this question, definitely not you. But I'm saying because you're making the right decision by asking these questions. And I'm happy that you sent it. But a lot of people, they'll just jump right into something. They won't have the sense, or they don't know about being independent. They'll leave home just ready to go out without doing any sort of planning.
Yeah, I work at KFC and I'm going to get this fucking monthly payment on this fucking 2021 Mercedes.
Which makes
and I'm going to
no
put
fucking
payments
sense.
on that, and I work at McDonald's. There's nothing wrong working at McDonald's, but it's not the type of car that you should be getting if you work at McDonald's. That's the point of what I'm saying. Nothing wrong working at McDonald's, but you shouldn't be making those type of decisions on that type of salary, guys. You been blew that candle out? I didn't even see it.
Yeah, I blew it out
I
already.
didn't even smell it. Damn, I like when you smell the smoke when you blow the candle out. Damn it, man, I missed it. Maybe next week.
Play the Mike Jones.
I'm not playing no fucking
Play
Mike.
that fucking Mike Jones.
I don't even have that shit.
Just look it up.
I'm gonna have to go on like YouTube.
They probably have on Apple Music. What you talking about, bro?
If you guys, oh yeah, they do. If you guys have a question you want to send us, you can leave it in the comments on YouTube because I never thought about that, and he did that. So yeah, leave it in the comments on YouTube. socialjunkiepod@gmail.com if you want to send it that way. We appreciate it. Anything that you guys, any question that you guys send in, we appreciate it. What you want, back then or still tipping?
Back then.
Really?
Yeah.
Still tipping doesn't even exist no more because J. Cole murdered it a couple months ago. that beat is dead now. Yeah, socialjunkiepod@gmail.com. We appreciate your question, brother. Hopefully you took
something
good
from
advice
it, man.
from what Brandon said because he broke it down real good.
Damn, bro. My bad. You should have said something too.
No, I did. I said the easy answer is how you gonna get to your house without a car.
This guy right here. Yo.
That's the easy answer. I don't know how this song starts. Does he say the number? If you made it this far as episode, guys, we appreciate you, man, for real.